Hello everybody, I hope you're all enjoying Casual Friday, as well as Casual Thursday yesterday, and Casual Wednesday, and all of that. I hope you either are or aren't wearing pants, whatever your preference is. Thanks for joining us again. This is number 16. As the numbers keep climbing, I don't know if this is just going to become more dystopian and more, oh, here's another one. But right now we're still having fun, so we're going to keep doing these, although we may take some or all of the weekend off, because we got a lot of stuff in the fridge, and we're still supporting our friends doing takeout while we still can. The good folks at Table in Maine are going to be providing some fried chicken for us later this evening, so we will look forward to that. But in the meantime, thank you for watching and for your comments and shares on our red beans and rice / pinto beans and rice yesterday. So the idea of this, what we're about to do here, is based off of leftovers. So one of the great ways to use leftovers, and I intentionally made extra rice from last night, is to make fried rice. We all love it. We all love Chinese takeout. I think most folks love hibachi. So we're going to kind of do this is one of the more customizable dishes you could come up with, because really it's anything you got floating around could be could find a good home in fried rice. I'm going to do oil and butter to start, because we can. And we're looking to kind of, have enough to where the rice can actually fry, because we have other things going in there as well. And we're also going to finish with the trade secret of why the hibachi rice tastes so much better than anything somebody would make at home. So we're trying to use less of our dishes here, because I don't know if you guys are like us. We're doing the dishes every day.
Every day.
Every day. I know some people are probably doing laundry every day.
So what are we adding here?
So this would be so right now I've got carrots. This is a great outlet for frozen vegetables. There were none to be had, so I couldn't demonstrate. I mean, really, I think the only thing they had was frozen okra, frozen pearl onions, and maybe some chopped spinach, none of which would find a great home in here. Although if you had it and you wanted to, you could, by all means. We got some green onions. We're going to use the tops later on to kind of finish, but the whites, usually you'll see recipes that'll call for green onions, and they may say green parts only. What do you do with the bottom? I kind of like to cook them and give them a little bit of the aromatic, add them to my aromatics. But if you wanted to make this kind of a porkier dish, we're laying off the pork today, because with all the sausage and things that we've been doing, the last thing we need is gout added to the list. But if you wanted to do bacon, if you wanted to do any type of pork or Chinese sausage or Spam, even for some people who have that, I would start with that before adding the vegetables. This is supporting No Kid Hungry, but this is the official 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon spatula that we're using today. The little burner that could is cranked all the way up, and this is still all the goodness that we're going to get out of it. But yeah, who do we have out there? Anybody watching?
Yeah, we've got Lindy Frank,
hey, Lindy.
And Lisa Mullins and Melanie Bozeman. Lindy mentioned that she grows new greens with her scallion bottoms.
Nice.
That's
nice.
really cool.
I don't have a green thumb at all. I think one time we tried to do an herb garden on the ledge of our balcony. And it was one of those, ooh, the basil sprouting, and then I was like, let's use our herbs, and then I just picked all of it and made pesto, and it never grew back.
Yeah.
So we always kill what we love.
Yeah, we also don't get a lot of sun on our balcony.
No,
so,
we don't.
Unfortunately.
And special thanks to Lindy for recipe recovery. She actually had one of these that I'd forgotten I'd even written, but the old common quarter pot roast, and I didn't have it on my save drive, and I found a close enough facsimile that I wrote when I was doing Southern Kitchen, but she found the original, so thank you for that.
Awesome. Very cool.
So trying to get just a little bit of softness on this. At the same time, we have some other kind of soft ingredients going on in here, so if the carrots retain some of their crunch, that's not a bad thing. Add a little bit of pepper to this since I already added some salt. So since the carrots have a little bit of cook on, I'm going to add some garlic. That's totally optional if you don't want to.
What are some good wines that pair with fried rice?
Good wines that pair with fried rice. Oh, man.
I guess it depends on a protein, or does it?
Not necessarily. I think that's one of the ones that normally I tend to not favor the California Chardonnays, but I think a French Chardonnay would be kind of fun with this. I think something that's a little more aromatic, like a Vouvray or a Viognier might be pretty good with this too. But really drink what you like.
Very cool.
That's the only rule.
Did you see the reports about alcohol sales going up?
Yeah, they said that Americans are consuming more alcohol than ever per the New York Post, and I have no idea what they're talking about.
Little martini lunch,
That's
Mr.
right.
Gardner.
We actually don't have any martini glasses in here. It's like, it's Friday, we can do the martini lunch, and so drinking out of my small one. We don't even have any olives either, at least not with briny, so it's the lemon twist today.
Very nice.
All right, so aromatics are in because I know what Wendy likes. We decided we're going to add some shrimp to this.
Hey, shrimp.
Also optional, but fun to use. I mean, that's a good way. Number one, probably 90 to 95% of the shrimp sold in the United States is frozen.
Yeah.
So, that's a good kind of thing to have. We're just going to call it, in a general term, the pantry. So it can stay in your freezer. You can thaw small amounts as you need it. And it's a great way to turn what could otherwise be a side dish into a full meal. This is going to be our lunch.
Lisa says she's been craving fried rice, so yay!
Yes, so have we.
Yeah.
Usually somewhere, just the Americanized Chinese takeout, which in and of itself is delicious, is kind of on our rotation of things. But as it is right now, we've got so many friends between Wendy and me in the restaurant business that we want to support people that we know would love directly first while still cooking at home. So somehow that's kind of fallen off the radar. So we'll do it ourselves.
So good news, the Gardeners are in the house from Ecuador.
Greetings to Cuenca. What's going on, y'all? Thanks for watching.
Look forward to a happy hour tonight. We're going to Zoom with Jeffrey's parents.
That's right. I hope everybody is, so social distancing doesn't have to mean actual, emotional connectivity distancing. So it's fun to be able to do these virtual happy hours and do things like Facebook Live to be able to chat with all you guys, because we miss y'all.
Yeah. Dean Dupuy's back in the house.
Nice to have everybody.
And we're doing fried rice today.
Yeah, so I'm going to cook the shrimp about probably halfway, because I don't want them to cook fully, because we have other things to add and heat through, and by the time the rest of this does, the shrimp will be fully cooked.
If you were doing chicken, would you be doing it the same as you're doing the shrimp?
Yeah, actually I would. I would cut it into small pieces and obviously wait till the chicken. I would wait until it's cooked through.
Okay.
Because it's going to take longer to cook than the shrimp. Even on the best of days, shrimp take 2 to 3 minutes to cook through. On a burner that's better than this. So very important when not a whole lot of rules when you're doing this, but when you are doing fried rice, make sure that your rice is cold. Don't go straight out of the pot or the rice cooker with warm rice. Because you want the grains to be able to separate, and the good way to do that is to get them cold. Otherwise, you'll have this kind of clumpy, mushy rice, and not a lot of us like that.
Do you want to talk about how you got that rice?
That we made it last night for red beans and rice.
That's right.
Yeah, so
double duty.
That's right. So yeah, we made a lot, and the cool thing about cooked rice, it freezes really well. So if you wanted to portion it, we may even end up doing this depending on what we have in the fridge that we want to use up on the leftover front. You can put it into Ziploc bags, make them nice and airtight, and they'll freeze for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about how you put it on the cookie sheet? Because I hadn't seen that before.
Oh yeah. That's something definitely we do in the restaurants once we make large batches of things, and we don't want it to carry over cooking. So as soon as with a larger batch, as soon as it was cooked, I spread it out onto a sheet tray. It just creates more surface area so it can cool down faster.
Well, Brooke Stuber loves your new shirt.
Thank you. This is, I feel like I'm getting the bounty of good shirts today. So thanks again to Kate Rollins and Inked Apparel Company for our Quarantine Cafe t-shirts. It is laundry day today, so that will make a return visit soon. I'll keep posting links to that awesomeness on there. Wendy nor I receive any proceeds from that. It's just fun to support friends that we like, especially those in the artistic community, design fields. But yeah, so this is I love Talking Heads, and somehow this just kind of came up on my feed. I was like, I have to own that.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so looking to kind of heat the rice through. If you want to depending on what kind of texture that you like, and if you have a stronger burner than the copyrighted little burner that could, you could get a little bit of color on that.
Got a little pepper in there, or
What's that?
Salt and pepper in there?
Yeah, there's some just to cook the vegetables. We have all our other sauces that are kind of going to go in later. I don't want this to be a total spice factory of things that are going on, but just kind of see how hot we're going. All right, so our rice is at least heated through, so it wouldn't be fried rice without egg.
That's right.
I was just going to go one, and then I was advised that by my producer that two would be even better for lunch.
So we've got Lee is back,
Hey, Lee.
and Mark Wilson,
Mark.
and Ramona King, your old coworker from Southern Kitchen.
That's right, the greatest food photographer in the land, Ramona King.
Well, that's why we have these lights.
That's
'Cause
right.
Ramona. Hey, Ramona.
So just beat them like you would for scrambled eggs, because that's really what we're making. You could do this in a separate pan if you wanted to. I just don't want to wash more dishes.
We're already washing enough.
God, yeah.
The dishwasher runs every day. It's amazing. There's only 2 of us. I can't even imagine a family of 4, like all the dishes.
All day, every day. Yeah, I haven't even bothered to look and see what the paper plate status.
I think we have 2.
No, not of ours, of just in general of, our... what are you guys doing out there? Are you guys, washing dishes? Or are you eating off disposable? I mean, we want to be eco-friendly, but at the same time, what are we going to run low on first? Is it going to be dish detergent, or is it going to be disposables?
Definitely paper towels.
Yeah, definitely paper towels. I've heard the scoop is that you need to go early to the stores to get them, because people are still hoarding them. I know that I tried to look on Amazon Fresh, and with the delivery fees and everything, it would have been about $17 for 2 rolls of paper towels, which seemed a bit extreme. So here's kind of the rest of it. If you had frozen peas, you could use those. We have canned peas, because really, who gives a shit? No, we have canned peas because my dad loves them, and when my parents are here from Ecuador, they buy things that they can't find down there to take back. So peanut butter, certain types of condiments or vegetables that they like that they can't find.
Ketchup, Nutty Bars.
Right, all that the American industrial goodness. But what happens is you have 50-pound weight limits per suitcase that you want to carry on through, just per aviation laws. And so we got the hand scale, and we're weighing them all out, and then 5 pounds of peanut butter per jar, that adds up fast, so certain things have to be jettisoned before they get on, and so in this case, it was the canned peas, so that's why we have those. But if you have frozen, that would be great. If you have any other vegetable that you wanted to add in, if it's broccoli, if it's zucchini, if it's asparagus, any of that would work. So now time for the condiment side of things.
Okay, Tyler Williams says the shirt is amazing.
Thank you. This is it's one of the things that's bringing me joy right now, is just be able to take inventory of any of the fun t-shirts that we have out there, and Wendy buys me most of my good ones that I have, but it was fun to find this one.
We got a fun one coming from the Bitter Southerner this week.
Very nice. So we've got soy sauce. I usually like to add soy sauce once things are hot, because the longer soy sauce cooks, it kind of becomes bitter. So definitely don't want to go that direction. This is... I'll show you my fun little pack with the bottle opener here. So this is oyster sauce. It's a new bottle. If you're ever struggling to find a bottle opener, you can use the non-business end of a pair of tongs and get it open that way.
Pro tip.
Totally optional here. I mean, really just if all you had was soy sauce, you would still have a delicious tasting fried rice.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people have oyster sauce in their pantries.
Not really, but if you like doing stir fries, if if that's the way your pantry leans, you may have it. Some people may have. Why did we buy this? But again, totally optional.
What else would you make with oyster sauce if you were to purchase it, invest in a bottle?
Really stir fry. Like, it kind of becomes a part of the sauce. We probably end up using more just because we have it for other things. We end up using hoisin in ours, but oyster sauce would be great with that. You could use it as depending on how long what you were going to have was going to cook, you could use it as part of the marinade. Yeah, any of that goodness. And so, our eggs are cooked, our shrimp is cooked. The cool thing about this one, we always say kind of taste as you go, and I will grab a spoon, but since soy sauce is kind of a table condiment with this kind of thing, you can always just add more soy sauce right when you're about to eat it, but I think we got it right on the money there. So I'm going to turn the heat off. I've got some green onion tops that we'll add in. Don't want to cook those, so that's there. I've got another thing that we don't want to cook is sesame oil. Again, totally optional. If you cook sesame oil, it tastes very burnt and bitter, but it adds a good kind of nutty roundedness. You can just automatically smell how fragrant things just got in here. And now, the big secret. Why rice at the Japanese steakhouse tastes far better than anything you can find anywhere else is butter.
Ooh, we're eating healthy today.
Again, optional, but it's one of those that's going to make it creamy. We're doing this off the heat, so as we're stirring it in, it's going to kind of emulsify, and just becomes, as Todd Mussman would say, creamy dreamy.
Krista Miller says your jambalaya recipe from last week was perfection.
Oh, good.
We cooked it last night.
Awesome. I'm thrilled that you made it. I'm thrilled that it came out well, and looking forward to getting virtual drinks later this afternoon. So that's really it. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my martini. If you guys shoot us some messages, tell me if there's anything for the next few days or week. If there's anything that you have that's in your pantry, you're like, all right, we need to use this. What the hell do we do with it? If there's something in your fridge that you want to use up as leftovers, take screenshots. Just leave it in the comments section. We really appreciate it. You've been great. I've been Jeffrey. Stay safe. Stay indoors. Wash your hands. Have a good weekend.